variables. So I am trying to do a small recap of whatever we have covered in the lab class. So in case you haven't followed something out there, you just come here, you will get all the theory out of this. So now let's see. So the first thing I have told you that all variables are initialized by either 0, false, or 0 address or null string. This is very important. Then you have different kinds of integers and unsigned integers, and with different sizes. So you have unsigned integer from size 8 to 256 bit. Same with int. This is used basically for the effective gas consumption, because the smaller data types take less amount of gas, whereas the larger data types take more amount of gas. So accordingly we have to think of all the criteria and then select the suitable and most effective data type. Then the range. What about the range? The uint 8 has a range of 0 to 255, whereas int 8 has a range of -128 to +127. So let's see how this works. So if you see, there is uint 8. So how do you know how many numbers are there? You just write it as 2 power 8. So this is 256. So as in programming languages, every thing starts from 0, so you will have a 0 also. So now the total stands out to be 0 to 255, which are the 256 digits of this uint 8. Not digits, actually the number, the range. For the int 8, this 256 again is divided into two parts. One is having 128 and the other is having 128. So one is the one having 128 is directly given to the negative number set, whereas this positive one has 0 8 at 0, and you try decrementing it. It won't go to -1 as it is not possible with this data type. So what it will do, it will go to the last or the maximum digit of the variable. So now after 0, if you decrement it more, you won't go to -1, you will directly go to 255. Same case for the bigger numbers. Now bool. Bools are used for either true or false to know the state of the state of anything basically, because it is a trigger either on or off. This is the basic syntax of bool. Strings. Strings are non-indexable. Just remember, it is very important. Strings are non-indexable. In most programming languages, it is indexable. We consider it as array of characters and all, but in Solidity, the whole notion changes. Now there is a string manipulation which costs very high. So basically all the string manipulations cost very high. And this is the syntax. You should like reduce the usage of string manipulation as they are very costly. Address. Address have basically two functionalities. One is the sending funds and one is the account balances. So now this address holds 20 bytes, which are about 40 digits in it as an address. So this is the syntax of how you can declare a variable of type address. And there, once you declare a variable, now this variable have own inbuilt function known as dot balance, which will get the balance of that address in way. Also there is a function dot transfer, which will directly transfer money from the smart contract to the address, to this address basically. Now there is also a thing known as fixed point numbers, which are used for decimal numbers. You can see the syntax bottom, but it is not applied fully on blockchain, so you won't be able to use it right now. in its full efficiency.